Fortnite Super, but in Lego. That's right, I'm gonna be building the Fortnite Super Battle Pass in Lego. And I'm also gonna try to build the Supernova Academy as well. For our skins, we have Robin, Haley Sky, who's a cheerleader, Ziggy, who's some animal, Synthwave, Killswitch, Light Rider, Morgan Mist, and Superman. So you scan this, start hero training, boom. And then there's platforms that you have to jump on to be able to shoot these things and then to collect the coins. Break this, collect that, and I think that's it. Boom, success. It's this training room, and then once you do that, it opens up to this room with bench and 3 chests. And that is what I want to build. I want to try to build this whole facility, or at least this whole room and part of the upstairs, and then this room right here. Time to build.
I've got a slight problem. I can't really build a room when this is about all the gray bricks that I have, all the dark gray bricks that I have. So I'm not too sure what to do. I'm gonna have to get really creative.
Thankfully, I was able to steal some gray walls off of my Indominus Rex enclosure that I had built earlier. I built up some white walls using some bricks that are 1 stud long, and I think they turned out pretty good.
All right, so I had this cool idea to put lights on the middle, or on the corners of the wall, of 2 of the walls in between the doors, kind of like those little circles, but that's just not gonna happen because I only have 3 more of these in dark gray. I just could not find some anywhere. I literally looked everywhere, and I only have 3, so I'm gonna have to scrap this idea, sadly.
Now with those white walls done and the 2 gray walls that I stole from the Indominus Rex enclosure earlier, I built 2 more gray walls that look pretty good. Just don't look at the back.
All right, so this is what I have of the door so far. It doesn't look that bad, honestly, but it is a little bit too short. So I'm trying to figure out how to raise it and then get it to fit within this scale, or roughly in this scale. And there's the door. I think that looks pretty good. So this is pretty much how the wall is going to look. And then this can obviously just slide in here. Pretty cool, actually. You know what? This is turning out better than I would have expected. Now I just need to get the sign there, but I don't think I can fit the words in there, so I'm probably gonna just do a plain blue sign.
Now with all the walls done, it was time to get the floor together so that I could connect all the walls together and actually make this room. And it took a little bit of finicking around, especially with this door frame and the 2 blue things around it. But with it all together, I think that it looks pretty nice. And with that all together, it is time to get the sign on top of this thing. Oh yeah. Also, I cut my thumb on a brick and didn't do so well. So I had to go cut that and get that all fixed up. And now that I was building the sign, I decided to just use like all the gray bricks that I had left over with this blue brick with studs on the side so that I could actually hold the sign on top. And I decided to just build that up real quickly. After I got that sign section all built up, I put it on top of the rest of the door frame and got that on after a little bit of finicking around. And then I got the other white walls that I built earlier and set those on top as well. And now we have a beautiful wall. I used this gray plate for the sign and lined it with some lighter gray tiles so that it would have like the corner edges looking or whatever. And then after I got those corners done, I lined the inside with black so that it would be like more detail. And then I used some transparent blue studs and white studs to represent the actual signage itself. And I think it turned out pretty good. And with the sign all complete, we can now go ahead and attach it to the rest of the build to complete the first wall anyways. Time to build the floor.
So this is a general plan, like floor plan for the build, and I have these because those are gonna be the blue platforms, and then this of course is gonna be like the little symbol. But now I need to figure a way to like get this all to connect. So that is what I'm trying to tackle right now.
Now to get the floor to stay together, I had to underline it with this big old plate and some other plates to hold it together. And that was a little bit challenging to actually just get it on top and to move the whole thing there. As you can see, it was kind of falling apart on me, and I had to rework some things and get it to reconnect in the way that I needed it to be able to stay together. And I had to just keep taking stuff apart and reworking it. And eventually I was able to get it to all work out perfectly fine, and it was really good for the integrity, the structural integrity, and it held up really well, and it held all the plates together. And I had to go back underneath and reline some of the plates together so that they would actually stick and it wouldn't be wobbly and uneven. And it took a little bit of engineering, but not too much, nothing too serious, and I was able to get it all work out, and I think it looks fine. Now all that was left was to just move the symbol that I showed you earlier onto the floor, and that's what I did right here. I just lined it all up, carbon copied it. I actually took a picture of it so I could look at it later, which was really nice, so I kind of, cheated enough to rework it, and I just copied it down on the ground. I was actually really happy with how I was able to get this sign to turn out. It's not really a sign, the symbol on the floor. I think it looks great.
Oh my goodness, guys, dude, check this out. This thing is turning out well, actually. We got the floor, the wall, the sign, the symbol, and then we've got the room back here where the chests are gonna go.
I use this transparent tube piece to represent the thing that you have to shoot, just don't look at the back, and I also use this dish to represent the thing you have to collect. For the floating platforms, I was only able to get 2 of them because I only found 2 platforms like this, but it's okay. So I just connected those to some clear tubes, and then I connected the orange thing to another tube, and then the disc that you have to do, I connected to that bracket piece and put that on top of the other thing. For the back room, I just built up 2 white walls on either side so that it would represent the room, and then I grabbed 2 gray plates, and stuck them on their sides and attached those to make the back room. For the interior of the back room, I found these 1x2 blue bricks and used them to represent the blue chests that you find back there, and we got 3 of them. I also used these random white things to represent I don't know what they are back there, and then topped it all off with a roof. And with that, our model is complete. I'm actually really proud of this. First battle pass skin, we have Robin, and I think he looks great. I used Deadpool's torso and some ninja legs to represent him, and I like all the green it got on him. Our second skin is Haley Sky, and I think she looks amazing. I actually had to custom paint her because I had no minifigure parts that would look good enough to, be her character, so I actually painted all those details myself, and I think she turned out amazing. Next up is Ziggy, and oh boy, he's something else. Oh boy, look at those eyes. I don't trust this guy one bit. He's some lizard or something like that. Synthwave is our next character, and she likes music. Actually, so much so that she has a weapon in game that's all about music. Wonder what's on her Spotify playlist. She looks pretty good though, and I used some vibrant colors to represent her character. This is Killswitch. He's kind of like a ninja, I think. Or maybe Tony Stark knockoff. I'm not too sure, but I used Lloyd's torso and legs and Luke's head to represent him, and I think it looks good. He also has his famous Killswitch revolvers. This is Light Rider, and I used a Mandalorian minifigure to represent her, and I think it looks really good actually. I also used this black hairpiece because I don't actually have a hairpiece that is her color. If we do some magic here, we have Morgan Miss, our sorceress and tier 100 of the battle pass. And I used Kai's torso Kai's legs, to represent that red that she has on her, but that was about all the red I could really get on her. I also couldn't get any red in her hair, but I think she looks good. Whoa, what was that? A bird? Or maybe a plane? Nah, it's just Superman. He's our secret, not so secret skin of the battle pass, and probably the specialist one. Thankfully, I actually had a minifigure that I could use of him, but I did switch his hair to brown because I think it just looks better, and I'm pretty sure that the one in the battle pass actually does have brown hair. Now that we have the facility all complete, you can start practicing your training. You can collect the little disc at the top and then practice your aim at the target, and then once you hit that, it unlocks the door and you can go inside and get some good old loot. Oh yeah. Once inside, there's 3 chests that you can loot to get good stuff. Oh yeah. For the first item that I built, it's the surf cube, which when you throw down becomes this board that fits one person you can fly away on. Also, those Killswitch revolvers let you slow down time. Oh yeah, Matrix style. This is the dog bone, or crypto tree is what it's actually called. And once you throw it, it spawns crypto to take out all your enemies. For this next item, I'm actually gonna have to borrow your cape, Batman. Thank you, because we're building the mist form, which is a cape that once you wear, you can turn into a bird, a raven actually, and fly away. It lasts only for a short duration, so use it wisely before you turn back into a human. Now it's time for a battle royale. Robin and Killswitch are going at each other, shooting each other. Oh, Killswitch is using his perfect beautiful revolvers to take Robin out. Oh yeah, he died, pretty sure. Oh boy. Ziggy's coming over with his power of craziness and kills Kill Switch. No way. Light Rider and Raven Girl crash into each other, taking out. Oh my goodness, there's so much happening. Chaos. Synthwave and oh my goodness, Dogbone getting thrown on Haley Sky, and they're taken out by Crypto, was called in by Superman and wins. Wow, crazy. Thank you so much for watching this video. This took so long to make. If you enjoyed this, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Goodbye, my friends.